Yes, guys, we are live. We are live. Welcome to YARDCHAT this morning. YARDCHAT MMA. Thank you for joining us this morning. YARDCHAT MMA is in the house, guys. Man, listen, people. Listen. I don't know what to tell you guys about the fight last night, man, but it was disgrace. It was disgusting. I don't give a damn. Tom Aspinall didn't prove nothing that he's a champion. Listen, man. I have to call out these people. The DC, the Ciryl, the Michael Bisbee, Ariel Wani. These people are biased against Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane was beating Tom Aspinall. Apparently, he won the first round. Even Michael Bisbee went on record and said Tom Aspinall lost the first round. First round belonged to Ciryl Gane. People, if this fight was to continue, I believe Tom Aspinall would have been in big trouble. I believe he would have got knocked out in the second round. To me, it seemed like he was slowing down because Ciryl Gane was not giving him no play. Ciryl was just counteracting, and he was faster than Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall was spending a lot of energy, missing a lot. The only thing Tom Aspinall was successful is doing the kicks, and that wasn't even really, you say, it did anything, because let me tell you something. That fight was brutal last night. For the 4 minutes and 40 something seconds we saw, because there was like 30 seconds left on the clock, and the referee intervened because you see here Ciryl Gane with a brutal eye poke. Listen, man, listen. I've seen people fight with broken toe, broken hand, broken jaw, and they still fought. Tom Aspinall is not as tough as we think, guys. He's not. The fight exposed Tom Aspinall a lot. I believe this fight exposed this man. Listen, Ciryl Gane was teeing off on this man. Ciryl Gane was teeing off Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall his pace was busted, guys. He was having a problem with the jab from the round started. Soon as the fight started, Ciryl Gane was up in his face, guys. Tom Aspinall couldn't breathe. And also, Tom Aspinall footwork is nasty. It's disgusting. He don't have no footwork. He's very stationary. You could hit him. He sit up high with that European style of boxing, like this, just waiting. You could tell he just waiting on that right hand. And all the time, Ciryl Gane took the punch, but like weaved with the punch. Did not get the full blunt of Tom Aspinall punch. Tom Aspinall spent a lot of energy in the 4 rounds that he. This is the longest Tom Aspinall ever went in a fight, and to me, it seemed like he was winded because Ciryl Gane was chopping him up with those jabs, man. The jab was, you see, his neck was snapping, his nose was busted, and the thing is, how you could say that you want to, I don't know, man. There was something weird about that fight with Tom Aspinall, because the first word come out of Tom Aspinall, once you say that, you cannot fight no more, I cannot see. Once he said that, it was a wrap, people. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. Anytime a fighter say that I cannot see, you keep asking him, how's it going? And how are you going to clear your eyes if you keep putting whatever over it? I believe Tom Aspinall got a little bit nervous in the ring because he thought Ciryl Gane was going to win the fight. I'm not saying this man took the easy way out, but I am saying that he knew that Ciryl Gane was teeing off. Ciryl Gane just catching him, guys. Tom Aspinall didn't have no answer. The only thing Tom Aspinall was successful with, it was kick. And it was a good kick, but he never followed up. Ciryl Gane was just, the jab was out of control. He was teeing off. Ciryl Gane was getting lax and comfortable. And I'm going to go on the record. Tom Aspinall have an issue with fighters that could fight, that would stand up to him. Ciryl Gane was very smart when he went in this fight. Very smart. I felt the tension when he went in the ring, guys, in the octagon. I could feel that Ciryl Gane was on another level. Tom Aspinall, I believe Tom Aspinall got a little bit. He got a little bit scared in there. He got a little bit scared, guys. He got a little bit scared because he knew the first round was about to over and he could not locate Ciryl Gane in the octagon. He couldn't land that punch because Ciryl Gane was just tearing up. Ciryl Gane, every time Tom Aspinall, this European fight, we all know this is how we fight, guys. His head right up in the air. That's why, let me tell you something. If that was John Jones last night, Tom Aspinall would have been on the floor, ground and pound. The fight would have been over in the first round. I believe if that was John Jones in the fight last night, John Jones would have took down Tom Aspinall, and I believe it would have been done with Tom. I believe you could tell Tom Aspinall he just have one weapon. That's his right hand, the kick. But Ciryl Gane, you could tell he was well balanced MMA fighter, the jab, the movement, the kicks. He was just very loose. He was very loose in the octagon last night. And Tom Aspinall, I believe Tom Aspinall took the easy way out, guys. He got destroyed last night. From what I see in the octagon, last night, Tom Aspinall will have some problem with fighters that could fight, that not scared of his power. And I got a feeling, see, Tom Aspinall's hoping that Ciryl Gane gonna go in there and a brawl. No, Ciryl Gane is not a brawler. He's a smart fighter. I mean, he have a lot of weapons in that he could use. The kicks, the jab. People, he was just tearing Tom Aspinall apart last night. Tom Aspinall was bloody. Bloody. Nose was bloody. His nose was bloody last night. I just believe, I believe Ciryl Gane have his number. I believe Ciryl Gane have Tom Aspinall number. And it was a sad show last night. It was sad. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look on their faces. Those faces are like defeat. They lost the fight. They know they were going to lose the fight. Tom Aspinall knew he was going to lose the fight last night. And all these commentators talking about Tom Aspinall, he sucked, people. He's very overrated for what I see. He cannot last rounds. He's a very power fighter. He come in the first round. He giving everything that he had. You could tell. After Ciryl Gane said, okay, we're going to relax here, man. You're not going to take me out so easy. Relax. You need to follow me. And he could not cut off Ciryl Gane in the octagon. His leg movement sucked, guys. He could not cut off Ciryl Gane. There's hole in... I told you guys, John Jones said there is hole in this man game. Listen, what if that was John Jones in the octagon last night, people? The kicks... And we know John Jones kicks and he would do more. Oblique kicks, forearms, elbows. I believe Tom Aspinall would have been in big trouble last night. That was John Jones. If that was John Jones last night, I believe John Jones would have took out Tom Aspinall in the first round, because I believe John Jones would have took Tom Aspinall down, because Ciryl Gane blocked him. He didn't try no more. He was like, oh my God, I can't take these guys down. Boom. I think Tom Aspinall took Ciryl Gane very lightly, guys. Very lightly. He did not know until the weigh-in. It was the weigh-in when he realized, listen, Ciryl Gane is a massive guy. Huge. Tom Aspinall, but listen, man, Ciryl Gane is a big dude. He might not have the impact power punch like Tom Aspinall, but he do have combination that overwhelm you with punches and knock you out. Did we see what he did to Tuivasa? Did we see what Ciryl Gane did to Tuivasa a couple months ago, guys? Destroyed him, knocked him out. And I believe Ciryl Gane exposed Tom Aspinall game. I believe Tom Aspinall, you could see when he's going to throw the right hand, guys. He telegraphed. I told you guys, Tom Aspinall telegraphed his move. He's very fast, but he's very predictable. He blows so much energy coming at you. What happened when that energy didn't impact Ciryl Gane? Nothing. Tom Aspinall didn't know what to do. His foot movement was horrible. Ciryl Gane was just, he could not cut off Ciryl Gane. He didn't have no cut-off point, guys. He just following this man around the ring. And how long, with Ciryl Gane's style of fighting, how long would you think Tom Aspinall would have lasted? The second round, I believe the second round he would have been done. I believe Ciryl Gane would have took out Tom Aspinall in the second round. I believe that. According to what the fight was going, people, he was outboxing, outstriking Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall, people, I see some loop in his game, in his striking, guys. It is not as what we think it is. That one punch, and that's it. He do not have combinations. That one punch power knock you out, that's it. But if you avoid that one punch like Ciryl Gane did, what next? What else weapon did Tom Aspinall have yesterday? Nothing last night. He didn't have nothing else. The kicks, See, he went to the kick because he know Ciryl Gane wasn't going to debate with him and try to knock him out. So when he didn't get a knockout in the first minute or 2 minutes, Tom Aspinall, he was under pressure, people. And you could tell by his body move, he was very tense in the octagon. He wasn't free because trying to Ciryl Gane was, the kicks and all those things, the jab, keeping Tom Aspinall outside. And Ciryl Gane was having very, very good success when Tom Aspinall was coming. He was catching the guys. And every time Tom Aspinall come in, Ciryl Gane would just, jab, kick, knee, whatever. He couldn't come in. And I believe that would have been more throughout the fight. I believe, the fight going to the second round, I believe Tom Aspinall would have been winded. I believe he would have been breathing out of his mouth because his nose was busted, guys. Ciryl Gane busted up his nose. He was starting to breathe out of his mouth. His mouth was open, guys. He started to breathe. Well, that's telling you, fatigue. That means Tom Aspinall going to the second round. Guess what's going to happen? Ciryl Gane was going to press the gas, move around more. Tom Aspinall got to follow him. And if you're not trained to keep up with that type of athlete in the ring, you're going to get winded very fast. And most likely, I believe Tom Aspinall proved that he going to have some issue in the later rounds if he don't take you out in the first round. And I knew he was going to take Ciryl Gane. I knew it. I predicted that Ciryl Gane would take him out in the second round, guys. That was my prediction. My prediction was I believe Ciryl Gane was going to knock out Tom Aspinall in the second round, and I believe that was very close. It was close, guys. It was close enough where Ciryl Gane was just relaxing and let the fight come to him, because everything Tom Aspinall do, Ciryl Gane counteract and shut it down, and Tom Aspinall had to go striking, and he cannot strike with Ciryl Gane. Tom Aspinall need striking skill. He need more skills, people. His skill is not up to par. People might say, "Oh, you're talking about." Listen, people. If you listen when I'm talking about MMA, we know that Tom Aspinall is not the champion. We know that. I don't care. John Jones retired. Who did you beat for the belt? Who did you beat for the belt, Tom Aspinall? The belt was given to you. You didn't prove nothing to me. All you prove is that belt was given to you. You went up against Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane gave you a hard time. Ciryl Gane exposed this man. Expose him. I'm not so hard on Tom Aspinall. I always say day one, he's good, but I don't think he's that good as people, puff him up to be, guys. There's a hole in his game, and I believe last night if that was John Jones, Tom Aspinall would have been done, knockout, done. Because once John Jones expose you, it's done. Once John Jones expose you in the octagon and find a weak point, and there's a lot of weak point in Tom Aspinall game. His striking skill is not that good. He need work on his foot. Need some work on his foot skills. He don't know how to cut people off in the octagon. Ciryl Gane let him follow him around the ring. He's following Ciryl Gane around the ring, people, because he don't know how to cut this man off in the ring. So what that's telling you, inexperience. Tom Aspinall needs to get experience. And the more he fight, and how dare these commentators talk a bunch of crap, talking about this man wait for a year because of John Jones nonsense. No, you put your career on hold because of you, not John Jones. Don't blame John Jones. And he better be happy. Tom Aspinall better be happy that John Jones didn't take that fight, because I believe John Jones would take this fight. Tom Aspinall would have been embarrassed. You know, he would have said, "Oh, I'm going back to the drawing board and get the proper skills." This man, he had to look himself in the mirror this morning and know for a fact that Ciryl Gane was kicking his ass. He got his ass kicked in the first round. Nose blooded up, busted up. You cannot say nothing else. And here this no. Did we see the look on Dana White's face? Dana White like, this guy, what? You couldn't continue? I see guys fighting in a broken arm, broken jaw, broken toe. John Jones, how many times John Jones went in the ring and broke toe and still fight? People, let me tell you something. This was separate a champion and a GOAT. This why you could be a champion, but a GOAT is in a different status. You have to gain that yourself. It's a personal accomplishment that you do when you become the GOAT, because you're saying that nobody else could do but you. You are the man. So Tom Aspinall talking about, oh, he didn't fight over a year. People, there is such thing as overtrained. This man train and fight no one. You waiting on John Jones, and you got played. You know what I mean? I just don't like the way Tom Aspinall putting this man. I do not dislike this man, but I don't like the way everyone putting this man up on a pedestal like he's the man. Like who did he fight to say he's a man? Because he came in hot and knocked out some people and this and that. It's the same scenario as Francis. You need to go back to the drawing board and learn how to fight in distance. Come out of the first round, go in the second round and fight. Not waiting for that one punch to knock anyone out. I don't see Tom Aspinall with jabs. He don't have nothing, guys. All he fight is this plain white European way. His hand here, right hand here, left hand here, with his head right up in the air. He fights so high, people, he doesn't tuck his chin. And if someone, and I believe Ciryl Gane was going to knock him out, guys, because Ciryl Gane was piecing him up. How long you think Ciryl Gane was going to bring that heavy left? How long you think Ciryl Gane keep jabbing him? They're going to be a left that rock this man, and I believe Ciryl Gane would have knocked him out. But I believe Tom Aspinall avoid this fight to go the distance. I believe he didn't want the fight to go this, because he knew that if he fight go the distance, he would have been had. He know, and he keep pressing his eye with that thing. You're not letting your eye get no type of air to come on its own. You keep pressing it. Of course, you're not going to see. You don't touch it. You keep blinking so your eye could come focus, but you keep putting a patch on it. Of course, you're not going to see. And I believe he took the easy way out. I believe I'm going to record. I think Tom Aspinall knew that Ciryl Gane was going to kick his ass, and he took the easy way out. Easy way out, guys. Easy way out. You know what I mean? It was a good fight, but look at Dana White's face like, man, this is disappointed. Disappointed. You know what I mean? This was the fight that everybody went online and talking a whole bunch of crap. Chael Sonnen, Arawani, DC, Michael Bisbee, Smith. All of these guys talking crap because they're kissing this guy's ass. That's what I believe they're doing. They're kissing his butt, guys. They don't want to be honest. He need to go back in the gym and do some work. He need to work on his foot skills. He need to tuck his chin in, because someone going to knock him out. I guarantee you, if he go against Francis, he's going to get knocked out. I guarantee you, if he go up against any heavyweight that have experience, he never fought Derek Lewis, so he did not clean out the heavyweight, guys. Who Tom Aspinall is fooling by himself? He never cleaned out the heavyweight. And Dana White never went on record and said this man cleaned the heavyweights. Commentators saying that. He never fought Ciryl Gane. He didn't fight Derek the Black Beast. It doesn't matter if Derek the Black Beast is down on the list. You call all challengers in the heavyweight. You call them out. You take everyone them out. That's what John Jones did. John Jones took everyone out. Again and again, he took them out to make sure that he cleaned house. Tom Aspinall did not clean that house. Everybody's giving the time. He cleaned house. Who did he never fought Ciryl Gane and Derek Lewis? How he never cleaned house? to what people talk about. He never cleaned house. He never cleaned out the heavyweight. He never fought Ciryl Gane. He never fought friends with Derek the Black Beast. He never fought these guys. So how can you say that he cleaned out the heavyweight? No, he did not. I believe Tom Aspinall got exposed last night. His foot sucks. His footwork sucks. He cannot cut off Ciryl Gane in the ring. And he's fighting like the all European style, people. Like this. With his neck, with his head up in the air. Like Darryl Till. Like Michael Bisping. They all fight with their head up in the air, people. And what that mean? That's why Ciryl Gane was very successful with the jab. And Tom Aspinall do not have no answer. And I'm sure they're going to have to go back and rethink the rematch, what they're going to bring back to the octagon. Because if they come the same way they came in last night, I believe Ciryl Gane would push the pace even more and take Tom Aspinall out of there. I don't believe Tom Aspinall really deserved that belt. He never fought nobody for. I believe this fight should have been for. This should have been for the heavyweight. Belt should not give it to him, guys. He have to fight somebody and beat someone for the belt. That is where I believe the UFC make a mistake. I believe the belt should have been up for grabs. He should have never given it to Tom Aspinall. He was never the champion. He's an interim champion. The belt should have been up for grabs. Right now, Tom Aspinall don't prove nothing to me that he's a man. He doesn't have the skill to go the distance. We know that, and I believe he took the easy way out last night. I believe Tom Aspinall took the easy way out last night, guys. I think he took the easy way out. Easy way out. Guys, I'm not going to be long, you know what I mean? I'm just going live because I'm going to put this on my other channel, YARDCHAT MMA. Thank you, Joe. Make sure you press like, share. I'm straight up with my commentary. I don't care who get upset. I believe Tom Aspinall's overrated. I believe his footwork sucked. He cannot cut off Ciryl Gane. I believe, you know, if this was John Jones, Tom Aspinall would have been knocked out, ground and pound, done. I believe John Jones would have took Tom Aspinall down and it would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap. Because if Ciryl Gane had the success, imagine what John could do. John would have picked him apart. John would have picked him apart slowly but surely. And I believe that's what Ciryl Gane was doing last night. I believe Ciryl Gane was picking Tom Aspinall apart. The jab, his face was bloody. His face was bloody, guys. He didn't know what to do in the octagon. Look at his face. Listen, Ciryl Gane was busting up Tom Aspinall last night. Tom Aspinall didn't have no answer. Fought for 4 minutes and 50-something seconds, or no, 4 minutes and 30-something seconds. And I believe Ciryl Gane was faster. Ciryl Gane just was more smarter in the octagon and calculate his punches more. The kicks, the jab was off the chart, guys. Every time Tom Aspinall go in, his head would snap because he could not come inside. And that's the reason why I believe if this was John Jones fighting Tom Aspinall would be in a whole bunch of trouble. He would have been in trouble, guys, because I know John Jones would have just tear him apart. The ground and pound. So far, Tom Aspinall haven't shown me anything. Everything that I'm saying about Tom Aspinall, he's not at that next level, guys. He's not at that next. He's very, very overrated. Very, very overrated. I'm sorry. A lot of people are not going to be happy, but it's overrated. All of these commentators are very biased. The DC, the Chael Sonners, Michael Bisping, Smith, Ariel, all of these commentators, I believe they're biased. They're kissing this man. You know what? They don't want to tell this man, you lost the first round. Where was your foot movement? You can't cut off the octagon. You can't do nothing. You think your cardio is not at that par as John Jones and Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane was going fast. The fight was at a fast pace. How long you think Tom Aspinall will? Because he was breathing out of his mouth already because his whole nose was busted. Go rewatch the fight, people. And people talking about, they both was, no! Both doing what? Both was doing what? It was only Ciryl Gane getting the best of Tom Aspinall. Every time Tom Aspinall come in, Ciryl Gane was just popping and punching and kicking him. I believe Tom Aspinall got a little bit panic. Because he was over there, he took the all 5 minutes. And when he realized the minutes is almost up, Why would you go to your corner, the first thing come out your mouth, and once a fighter say that the fight is over, I can't see. How can you see when, listen, people, let's be real. If somebody poke in your eye, are you going to cover it, or are you going to try to wink, like trying to blink your eyes and try to clear it? That's what you do. Tom Aspinall wasn't doing that. There was one camera shot that Tom Aspinall, that they showed Tom Aspinall with, and he looked, and he looked at the camera and looked back. People, I don't know, I'm not saying it was a setup, but I am saying something don't smell well with me. And I guarantee you, if they have the rematch in December, Tom Aspinall is done. He's done, guys. He's done. Whenever you brag and talk so much that you the man, you that, let me tell you something. Tom Aspinall don't prove nothing that he's a champion. The belt was given to you. I believe John Jones retired. The belt should have been up for grab because Tom Aspinall is an interim title. You're not the top champion. You had an interim title that saying that you are not the champion. You need to go fight for the real belt. You need to go fight Ciryl Gane. The belt should have been up for grab, just like John Jones went against Ciryl Gane for the belt. The belt should have been up for grab because you did not beat no one for the belt. The belt was given to you. That's why Dana White is like, this guy walking around really think the belt was given to you. Who did you beat for the belt? See, that's, people don't understand the aspect of that's why Dana White and John Jones get along, because they understand the mentality of a fighter, the promotion, the business part of it. Tom Aspinall don't. He don't. And that's why John Jones said this guy don't have no respect. Tom Aspinall didn't have no respect for John Jones, didn't have no respect for no one. And let me tell you something. Then you had DC talking about, Hot Mike. Tom Aspinall, you could run this because, I'm just saying my own words. You could run this because Almeida can't fight, this and that, Wolvonsky, blah, 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 blah. DC, that was unprofessional, that was rude, and you have the nerve. I don't understand why people call Tom Aspinall the champion. He's not the champion, people. Who did he beat for the belt? He's not the champion. He is not the champion. He's not the champion. He's not no champion. I believe this champion, the heavyweight, should have been up for grab. Yeah. So, bro, you see how people, you come in my chat talking crap. Let me tell you something. What did Tom Aspinall prove? Who did he beat for the belt? See, you are one of those fans that riding on his jackstrap like he's what? He's who? If that was John Jones in there last night, Tom Aspinall would have been in big trouble. Big trouble. I believe John Jones would have took him down and ground and pound. It would have been over. It would have been done. And what Ciryl Gane did last night, Tom Aspinall didn't have no answer. He was slow. He got poked in the eye. We're not talking about the poke in the eye, fool. You the fool. Don't come on my platform. What I'm saying is this. Who won the 4 minutes and 30-something seconds? Who won that fight? Take the eye poke out of it. Who won that fight? Take the eye poke out of it. Who won that fight? Who won that fight if it wasn't for the eye poke? And in this fight, we would win the second round. Like my prediction, that Ciryl Gane would have knocked out Tom Aspinall. I predicted that. I made my video. I believe that this is not, people. I have 2 platforms. The only reason why I'm going live today on StreamYard because I can't go live on my other channel. So this video is going to go up on my YARDCHAT MMA channel. That's it. See the logo in the back? Yeah, right there, guys. MMA. It's in the back. That's my YARDCHAT MMA channel. So go over and support. It was less than 1 round. 1 round is 5 minutes, right? 1 round is 5 minutes. And when they had 30 seconds left in the round, who dominated the round? They had 30 seconds left. Who dominated the round? Who was winning? Look at his people face. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this. That sound like someone want to fight? It's a face of we need to go back to the drawing board because this guy, we're going to have some issue. You don't know anything about MMA. Yeah, what do you know about MMA? What do you know about MMA? What do you know about MMA? What do you know about it? See, I know what I'm talking about MMA. See, the people who's on Tom Aspinall bus don't want to hear the truth. His leg movement sucks. He do not have lateral movement. Or he's fighting like the oldest European style. The right hand here. The right hand here. And he's fighting like this. His head is up in the air like this. Who fight like that? All Europeans fight like that. Or just because this man have some power. Remember when Francis first came in? Remember when Francis first came into the octagon, right? What happened? Who took him to school? Who took him to school? Who took him to school? Steve Miocic. Steve Miocic took Francis in deep water. Francis was done. Didn't knock him out, but he didn't have nothing. He had to learn anything. That was the same fate that was going for Tom Aspinall, and he took the easy way out, knowing that there was one camera view that showed Tom Aspinall in the corner, and he went over the corner. If your eye is hurting, you do not put nothing over your eye. You let it be. You let it be. If you try to blink your eye until work it out, you get some air, get it free. But he was covering it. Nah, I don't buy it. I just think that Ciryl Gane had his number, guys. I think Ciryl Gane had his number. Ciryl Gane had his number. I believe Ciryl Gane had his number. You know what I mean? You could believe different. And hear this now. Hear this now. Hear this. Hear this now. Who is not happy with this fight? Who's not happy with this fight? Look at this man, Dana White. One thing with Dana White, he knows the fighting game. And Dana White know if that was John Jones with Tom Aspinall would have been in big trouble. We all know that. Nobody want to say that. Michael Bisping, yeah, Tom Aspinall lost the first round. Yeah, he lost the first round. And what you think was going to happen in the second round? You think he's going to come back? No, because he was breathing out his mouth. He was getting winded. Check this out. Busted. Face busted up. Who did that? Eye poke did that, or punches busting up his nose? You need to go rewatch that fight. He was breathing out of his mouth. And he had a nosebleed. It is a big deal because who gave him the nosebleed? Ciryl Gane bust up his face. Bust him up, guys. And that was just the first round. People don't understand. If you get busted up like that in the first round, and to me, Tom Aspinall didn't have no answer. The way he shot was very lazy. Very way he shoot for the takedown, lazy. For a big man, no power. Remember when Francis took down Ciryl Gane? The power that he came with? Just went right through Ciryl Gane. What power he came with Ciryl Gane with? Nothing. Ciryl Gane just said, what are you doing? Bro, Gane had only 3 signature strike more. But those 3 signature strike, he was winning the fight. He was winning the fight. So you trying to tell me who won the first round? Because we're not going to talk about the first round. We're not talking about the eye poke. We are talking about the first round. What occurred in the first round? What we see in the first round, that it wasn't going good for Tom Aspinall at all, and I don't think it was going to get any better, guys. We know how MMA, guys. I believe Tom Aspinall came in the octagon a little bit over himself. And when he realized the first punch he threw, I'm not saying he connected, but didn't connect because Ciryl Gane rolled with the punch like a John Jones move. Ciryl Gane started John Bone Jones film. I think he did. He said he learned a lot from John Jones. People say, "Oh, he learned a lot from from the high poke." That's a lie. He learned how to use his hand as a tool that you could use it in the octagon, which is effective. And Tom Aspinall didn't know what to do with the jab in his face because his head is right up in the air. The man is fighting like this. All you see is like this. He's not doing anything. All he's doing with this, we know what is coming, and he telegraphed it. Am I blind? Oh, people not being real. The Arawani, the Chael Sonners, they are so biased. They want this man to become the next big thing, and he is not. Dana White know it. You see, let me tell you something, people. You could say anything about Dana White. You could say anything about Dana White, but this man know the business he's in. He know who is the next person who could go to the left level, and he know Tom Aspinall is not it. He's not it. He's not it. He's not it. He gonna be in the. He's not it because he's over himself. He think he's this. He think he's that. He's very cocky, very arrogant, and he's so prideful. Too much pride. We know you're a big guy. That don't mean nothing. We know Frank's a big guy, but look what happened when he went with Steve Bay. Steve Miocic took him to school, and it proved last night there are levels to MMA. There are levels, guys. Tom Aspinall get hit a lot. He's a stationary, big 6'4" man that do not move. He just stay there and hoping that he tee off on you and get you out of there. But it didn't happen last night. What happened last night? He couldn't tee off. Dana doesn't know shit. Stop it. Dana White don't know. Stop it. Dana White know more than you. Stop. Don't say it. I'm gonna put your chat up on the I'm gonna put your chat up on the screen here because you're talking crap. Dana White doesn't know nothing. Who taking the UFC to the next level? Who's doing that? Dana White don't know nothing. See, people don't understand. That's why John Jones and Dana White is like this. Their mindset. I'm not talking about what John do outside the ring. We talk about the fighting people. That's why Dana White go on the record and say John Jones never turned a fight down. This situation with Tom Aspinall is a business didn't go through that. John said, listen, you want to fight this? It's not about the money. This guy is very arrogant. He's very disrespectful. He don't understand the business. That's the part. That's why Tom Aspinall, he's not a who. Tom Aspinall, the business, not a fighter. Listen. Who's not a fighter? He's a businessman, not a fighter. Who? Tom Aspinall or John Jones? Who are you talking about? Turned down $3 million. No, we didn't. Listen, you see, you taking Danya, DC, Chael Sonnen, Ariane, they don't know nothing. You taking their word from it. No. See, you gotta listen to when Dana White talk. Dana White say, when John Jones is ready to fight, he's come knocking at my door. I get the phone call. Let me tell you something. Right now, John Jones, we know his brother passed away, and he's grieving right now. But I believe John Jones just wanted to see how Tom Aspinall go up against Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane. You saw John Jones text after the fight. People don't understand. You told Aspinall calling John Jones a duck. That's why John Jones put a patch and with a duck on his Instagram page. Why? Because you go around and say John Jones is ducking you. John Jones never ducked Tom Aspinall. He never did, people. Stop it. A lot of people going around and say John Jones ducking. People don't understand. Tom Aspinall did not deserve. You did not wipe out the heavyweight division. You did not, Tom. The plan is this. John Jones, I'm not fighting this guy because this guy don't have no respect. He's very arrogant. He don't deserve it. That's what he told Dana White. And Dana White also support John Jones. He's not telling you that. He's not going to come away and tell you that. John Jones is Dana White. John Jones is the best light heavyweight UFC champion in the world. Interim does. I'm not saying he didn't deserve, but what it is. This what it is. This is what I look at it is. When you have an interim, right? This is the interim. The interim is a temporary belt given to the person who is up next in line for the title shot if the champion is hurt or something happened. Tom Aspinall went on record and start bad-mouthing Tom, his father, very bad example, talking about blah John Jones ducking. No. You waste a year and a half of your time. John Jones did not waste your time. You could have went to Dana White. Dana White, I demand a fight. Forget about John Jones. I need to fight. See, Tom Aspinall was slick too. Because he ducked out a lot of fights. Why you didn't call for the Black Beast? Why you didn't call for Ciryl Gane back then? You wait on John Jones. Wait on John Jones. John was I'm not going to give you that fight because you don't deserve it. Who did you beat to say you are the man? Curtis Blade? Come on. Curtis Blade. You never fought the Black Beast. You never fought Ciryl Gane. So people going around giving you props that you don't deserve or he clean out. What division did you clean out? How are you going to say you clean out a division and there's 2 or 3 other fighters that you didn't even call out? John Jones fought everyone in the light heavyweight. No one can disannounce this man's record because Dana White said John Jones fought everyone. Never ducked Tom Aspinall, never ducked. It was just a business part of it that John Jones didn't like what he stands for. He said he's just arrogant. There's one thing to have pride and confidence in yourself, but Tom Aspinall showed me last night that he don't have the balls. He don't have the balls. Let the doctor call the fight. Let the doctor call the fight. You call the fight. I cannot see. Anytime a fighter said they cannot see, the fight is done. He quit. That's why the referee made it go like how it went, because the referee knew that Ciryl Gane was getting the best of this man in the ring and he make a mistake. I feel bad for Ciryl Gane. I feel bad for him because this is gonna be his 4th time going for the belt, man. And he came out last night, people. He came out like blazing. He came out like, man, I want to take this belt home tonight. I'm taking this belt. Tom Aspinall didn't have no answer. I believe Tom Aspinall got nervous. When he sees Ciryl Gane, wait a minute, I went in, I hit this man, nothing happened. The man didn't even stumble. But he would just... How biased can a guy be towards his own race? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the, you know what I'm saying, bias? The Chael Sonnen, the Michael Bisping, the DC, the Smith, you know, they on Tom Aspinall ass. They up this man. They upping this man because like they want he's not the champion. He's not the champion. I'm standing on my word. Tom Aspinall is not the champion. He's the way of the mouth champion, but who did he beat to get the belt? You see, let me tell you something. Tom Aspinall's a very good talk. He talk. His action in the ring, it doesn't really prove nothing, because Francis did the same thing and did it better. You know what I'm saying? What Tom Aspinall's doing in the ring is nothing new. Nothing new. Francis accomplished it. Who would it fight if this was Francis and... We know Francis beat Ciryl Gane. You notice this man didn't call out Francis at all. He don't want Francis, because Francis would destroy him. Francis would have destroyed Tom Aspinall. If that was John Jones or Francis, Tom Aspinall would have been done. Because I guarantee you, the way how Ciryl Gane was piecing up Tom Aspinall, I don't think he would survive the power of Francis. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I believe Francis hit harder than Tom Aspinall. We all know that. We know Francis hit harder, guys. Way harder. So, and Francis is bigger, guys. Tom Aspinall is a big dude, but Francis is a bigger dude. So, it's not about size or whatever. But what I'm saying is this. If Ciryl Gane had that much success, in almost a minute of fighting this man, I think this is the longest Tom Aspinall went in the ring, and he had some issues. No lateral movement. This man is stiff as a board. Stiff. Coming towards you like this. This is how we're fighting, people. He's coming to you like this. And this right hand is like, yeah, if I catch you with this, I'm going to knock you out. But every time he trying to wind up, it miss, and he spend energy that he could never get back. He's losing energy. And meantime, he's doing all this swinging. Guess who's piecing him up? Ciryl Gane. Bust up his nose. Catching him kicks. Bleed kicks. All that. So imagine John Jones in the fight last night that have more weapons. Forearms. Elbows. Oblique kicks. Punches. Takedown. I believe if John Jones would have took Tom Aspinall, if that was John Jones, then the fight on the ground would have been done. And people, all these 8 people in this chat, you know what I'm talking about is 100% true. Because I go by facts. I don't go by, well, you know, these guys, yeah. See, all of these people went on their platform talking all that shit. What happened? But that's telling you. That's telling you these people don't know nothing. I am not saying I know everything about MMA, but all I say is common sense. Common sense. You don't go by facts? But I'm going by facts. So if that was John Jones in Octagon last night, what would happen to Tom Aspinall? Or Francis? What would happen to Tom? See, everybody come in here and talk a bunch of crap, but don't want to be actually true. And say, you know what, Tom Aspinall, he looked like he was getting beat up last night. He was getting beat up. All your people who support Tom Aspinall, I'm not saying you can support who you want, but you know, he's beatable. He's beatable. There is loophole in his game. He stand up high with his head up in the air. How can you fight like this? He walk around like high with his head up in the air. And when he go to octagon, the same thing. That's why Luke Rockhold get knocked out a lot, because his head up in the air. Head up in the air, like this, walking around, like this, ducking down, just trying to get that one punch. What he didn't land it. What happened? He didn't land it. Everything was missing, and he was getting piecing up. Nothing was landing for him. I mean, 2 or 3 punch or a kick. And these people say, oh maybe a kick could have worked. The kick could have worked. Oh, stop it! It did not work. It showed that there is level, and Ciryl Gane is at another level in striking. Tom Aspinall is not at that level. He's not at that level. He's striking. People from Europe sucks. From England, London, they fight like this. That's the worst style you could fight like this with your head up in the air. That's how they used to fight back in the day. It's like this. The only thing that changes from this to this. Same position. No lateral movement. Look at Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane was just moving on his feet. Tom Aspinall running behind and couldn't cut off the octagon. What does that tell you, people? He don't have the experience. He doesn't. You need to go distant in the octagon to get experiment, so you know how it feels and what worked. Don't you know, after Francis went through Steve Bay Miocic fight 5 rounds, just hanging in there, I'm not getting knocked out, but I need to go through this. I need to learn. That's what Francis said. What he said, I need to learn. I went through it. Tom quit. I believe he quit. He need to answer that question. And they need to get this fight right back, the rematch back in December. Let this man, IEW, have another 4 weeks, or 5 weeks, or 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and get it, Sorry about that. My microphone is echoing. How was that now? How was that? I turned it down. Sorry about that. Thanks for telling me, Marvick. Thanks for telling me. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Yeah, guys. So I'm very passionate about MMA, man. But when you have a fighter like Tom Aspinall, he's a very good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not beating Tom Aspinall up, but all I'm saying is, guys, this: what if that was John Jones? What if that was Francis in the octagon last night? What would have happened to Tom Aspinall last night? Because he was behind Ciryl Gane. Everyone say he's a faster guy. I didn't see that last night. Do you see how much hype this guy have? Do you see how much hype this guy have? Do you see how much hype this guy have? They're talking about Ciryl Gane came in last night. People, when he came in the octagon, he came in like, you could see the look on his face that there was something. Hear me out. I believe listen, let me tell you something. I see your point. And but it's all matter than GSP becoming double champ. Yeah, let me tell you something, another thing. Hear this now. Let me tell you something. The word GOAT get thrown around a lot. That's one thing I respect John Jones. When it comes down to fighting. You know what he said? DC too, but for lately DC is just full of himself. There's a level to this. There are level to MMA, guys. Levels. The Russian fighters, something is not right there. Okay. Bobby Green won a record a couple years ago. Bobby Green. You know Bobby Green. I made a video about it too. It's on my platform. You have to search Bobby Green video. And Bobby Green said, listen, when he went to fight against one of the Russell fighters, he said, something is different. So I forgot who was it. I'm not sure I'm not sure who was it, but he was saying that all the Russian fighters, wrestlers, hear this now. Do you know these kids take vitamins from a young age? If you want, go look up Bobby Brown. Believe all the wrestling fighters on steroids. What happened is they take steroids in their younger years. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And when they about to become pro, 18, they stop. These people wrestle bears. Ain't no man on this earth have the strength of a bear. Steroids. Remember a couple years ago, the Russian and the Chinese getting bad for Olympics? Why? Because steroids. And people, Russia is a country like this. We know they have very good wrestlers. We know that. That's their thing. But Bobby Green said this type of strength, something is not right. And he said, yeah, he listened to his interview, he said, yeah, this guy said when they're younger, they take vitamins. What type of vitamins you taking? They get up in the morning, they take the vitamins, they train. What type of vitamins are you taking? People, I know these Russian fighters are cheaters. They're cheaters, people. They figure out a way to beat the system. Trust me, China did it for years in the Olympics, having all the girls, because the girls didn't look young. Women scared Russian people. How often we forget. Listen, reputation is something that you go by. And these two countries over the years prove that their reputation is very dangerous when it comes down to sport. They cheat, they lies. We know about the Chinese for years about the Olympics and gymnastics. Come on, people, we know these things. I believe them wrestling fighters, something is not on the up and up. I don't quite know what it is yet, but Bobby Green exposed that. But I believe Khabib, me personally do not consider Khabib a GOAT of what? Who did he fight? You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between who you fight, who you fought to get to that status, or just fighting just to get to that status. He fought a lot of no-name nobodies just to get the record. They planned this, guys. I believe all his fights were planned for this man to get this record. 29-0. But he's not the best. John Jones is the best MMA fighter on this planet. And no one could never take that away. And the only person know that for sure in the game is John Jones and Dana White. Because they know the game. We know when Dana White look like this is no good. We know when Dana White look like this, DJ Dillashaw fought with one arm against John Jones, broken toe. What's his name? Covington, broken jaw. Alex Pereira, his last fight, not this fight. The second fight, Antigua, the first fight, his hand was broken. So I don't know what Tom Aspinall, but I think Tom Aspinall knew that he wasn't going to come out this victorious. He knew it. But Ciryl Gane was piecing him up, guys. And people are failing. All these commentators abuse me. They don't want to talk about it. Oh, yeah, we know Ciryl Gane won the first round. No, Tom Aspinall got his ass kicked. Look at that jab. Look at that jab. That jab was busting him up, guys. Busting him up. And Ciryl Gane is in better shape than Tom Aspinall. I could tell. Look at the bodies. Ciryl Gane is a big dude, but he is chiseled. Tom Aspinall, he carry on a lot of fat. It's not muscles. I'm not saying he's not a muscle guy, but he's not chiseled. Look at his stomach. Ciryl Gane he's just chiseled. And Ciryl Gane came about lighter. But Ciryl Gane is bigger. And I believe Ciryl Gane is stronger because the way he stuffed that, he stuffed it immediately. Tom Aspinall didn't want no part of that again. Whatever he felt Ciryl Gane power because Ciryl Gane brought some guys from, he brought some wrestling guys from Brazil or whoever he brought in. But he brought someone in and he said, listen man, I need the skill because I do not want to let that happen. What happened to John Jones? I don't know what. I need to know. He stuffed it. And the way Tom Aspinall go for that stuff, it was lazy. Very lazy. What that's telling you? I think he overtrained. And there is such thing as overtrained. Yes, there's overtrained. This man took almost 2 years off training and who he's fighting. Then you have the audacity to blame John Jones for your career. This guy's delusional. He's not real. He's not. He just wanted to be hand down a belt and you walking around and you calling yourself a champion. You should be shaming yourself. You're not a champion. I would never take that belt from Dana White. No. Dana White, put that belt up for grab. Whoever will get this fight, the next fight, I want to make sure I'm on there to fight whoever it is. Ciryl Gane, whoever it is, Derek, the Black Beast, whoever it is. Almeida, Volkanovski, whatever it is. I need to go fight for that belt. I need to earn that belt. Tom Aspinall was too happy to get the belt in that situation. No one will be happy and call himself champion. You walk around, I'm the champion. I know you're not. You know deep in your heart you're not the champion. Who did you beat? It is so bad that John Jones retires to take the belt if you want. The belt was so important to him more than anything else having the belt. So you have the belt now. You're not defending your belt. You still didn't defend your belt. You're not the champion. The only time you become a bona fide champion when you defend that belt at least once. You are a champion. Anyone can be a champion, but it doesn't make you a champion that defend the belt. That's too different. You could become a champion, but can you keep it? That's what makes you a champion. Can you keep it? If Tom would have played his card right, he would have been fighting John Jones. After John Jones beat Ciryl Gane, John wanted to fight Tom, but it's Tom the way he handled it. John went and really said it. This man don't know how this thing work. He don't know how business work. Unprofessional. You come in here, oh this and that, demanding this and that, yeah, and what? You're not making, you're stirring up water, but you're not going nowhere. You took a year and a half out of your career, you blame it on someone else. You and your father blame it on John Jones, blame it on Dana White. You cannot do that. Dana White, if I'm not gonna get John Jones fight, please give me a fight. I want to fight. Who's next? I want to fight. That's when you go on national TV and say, oh, I want to fight. I want Dana White. Give me a fight. Give me a fight, Dana. I'm not going to sit down with John Jones. You wasn't saying these things. All you saying, yeah, to fight this, fight that. Yeah, this is going to happen. You got played because you don't know the business part of it, man. That's the thing with John Jones got him upset, and people don't want to be truthful. All these people, Ari Owani and the Chael Sonnen, so caught up in the old propaganda, old crap that they fail to realize Tom Aspinall did not handle this like a professional. They handled it like a baby crying for candy. I want to share this shot. I'm the interim. You're an interim in what? That don't mean nothing. An interim don't mean nothing. That means you are filling for the champion. That means you're not a champion because you didn't beat the champion. They just give you a belt to make you happy because you're the interim. Interim of what? You can't be no interim of what? Who are you going to be interim? Who? That belt should have been up for grab. Tom Aspinall should be fighting Ciryl Gane for the belt. Not he's being the champion defending the belt. How can you defend something and you're not the champion? On paper you're a champion, but in his heart he's not the champion, guys. He knows. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'm done. Listen, I have nothing else to say. I voiced my opinion. I think he's overrated. I just think he's overrated. I think he's overrated. And anyone disagree? Anyone in this chat disagree? Hit me up. YARDCHATpromotion@gmail.com. YARDCHATpromotion@gmail.com. I believe Tom Aspinall quit. Leon Edwards is the greatest of all time. Leon Edwards is a good fighter. Leon Edwards is a good fighter. I mean, he's a good fighter. I have nothing against Leon Edwards. He's a very good fighter. He just, I don't know. We're going to see. But away from that, Leon Edwards is a good fighter, man. Thanks everyone coming, man. Make sure you press the button, guys. Subscribe to the platform. This video is towards the YARDCHAT MMA podcast channel. So whoever is in the chat, please go over there and support us on the YARDCHAT MMA. If you look it up in YouTube, it's going to, and it's going to say YARDCHAT MMA on it. So I'm just streaming from my regular podcast channel because, I want to do a live and I'm going to post it on my other channel. But I appreciate everyone that's coming in, man. How's everyone doing this morning, guys? Listen, guys, we did a beautiful interview yesterday with Angie from Against the Grain. Not Against the Grain. The shop. I apologize for that. The shop and the sneaker room. Interview went well, man. I'm still editing it. We have a 2-part series coming up. Interview we drop on we drop also on YouTube and most likely TikTok, Instagram. Hopefully I get that done tomorrow. Editing, it's, man. But I thank everyone that's supporting the platform. I appreciate it, guys. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good morning. Guys, we're getting ready to log off, man. Thanks to everyone that's came to the chat, man. We're getting ready to log off. It was a very good show. Appreciate everyone that coming in and supporting us. It's been a journey, guys, but thank you for supporting the platform. Thank you for, supporting our journey. Thank you for all the subscribers this morning, man. If anyone subscribed to the platform, thank you very much. So far, I have 1 subscriber. Thank you. I don't know if it's true this, but it's pretty good, man. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Pretty good, guys. Appreciate everyone that's supporting the platform. So I'm gonna put some videos. I will do some videos. I have some videos I gotta do, man. I have some video I have to do today. So stay tuned for that. Thank everyone that's supporting the platform. And I'll be off in another 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Listen. Before we go, after the fight, this is the day after, right? This is the Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. A lot of people were in their feelings last night coming on the podcast talking. Now they're going to sleep on it and they're going to see everyone input. Then you're going to see the Ciryl, you're going to see the Michael Bisping, the DC, you're going to see Ariane come out. Yeah. I guarantee between Sunday and between the middle of this week, between Sunday and the week coming up, you're going to see all the different podcasts that speak about MMA. And what I spoke about today, they're going to realize, wait a minute here, they're going to sleep on it, they're going to re-watch the tape. People, I re-watched the tape 3-4 times. I'm not worried about the eye poke. I'm worried about the actual action in the octagon for the 4 minutes and a couple seconds. And we had 30 seconds left in the first round. We know who was getting the better exchange in that fight. We know Tom was getting chopped up. His nose was messed up, guys. We know that. Then you have one guy in the chat, oh yeah, nosebleed. No. What caused nosebleed? Nosebleed just happened on his own. He got punched in the face. Not even punch, jab. Hard jabs. Ciryl Gane was piecing him up, guys. How long do you think this man going to take jab in his face? How long do you think Ciryl Gane come with that nice hard left and bust his nose? How long do you think it's going to take, guys? Come on. Right now we have Luke Thomas. You see what he wrote? Luke Thomas. He's the only person that I respect in MMA. His commentary is out of this world. Very good. He said, Luke Thomas, did Tom Aspinall quit at UFC321? So for Luke Longley,
maybe there's a chance that we can get to a better place. many of these kinds of events, whether it's a main event or not, God, let me just say this. I guess we should have noticed that when Gane walked out to the octagon without his cup, that was probably a bad sign, right? That was probably a bad sign.
Wow.
If you have just joined us, let me...
this is Luke Thomas, very good commentator.
If you just joined us, UFC 321 is over. This took place at the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane. There is no winner because it ends in a no contest, due to accidental double eye poke. They called the fight off at 4:35 of round number 1. Now, we did see a few things in the fight itself that I thought were pretty interesting. I will talk about them, but of course, we can't get to that yet, can we? Because we have to talk about what a fucking disaster this was. Now, let's be clear about this. This is not on, as it pertains to just tonight, this is not on UFC. They booked Aspinall. We all wanted him back. Again, there's a question about whether Gane had defeated Volkov prior to this. That was very questionable, but he got his hand raised. They wanted to put this one together. It made sense for a European audience. You have a French audience. You have a British audience. Of course, it's a worldwide audience, but, a French guy, a British guy. It makes sense that they would put it in that sort of the Middle Eastern time zone.
Luke Thomas, he's very good when it comes down to
at heavyweight, which
Luke Thomas is very good when it comes down to break things down. I just want to hear his point of what I just want to hear his point of view.
Before we realize that we need better gloves. Now, what is interesting about the gloves that the UFC tried to institute, I guess either
the gloves,
or the end of last year, I can no longer even remember.
Yeah, the gloves are another thing that they need to work on. The gloves, but hear this now, the gloves. You still will have accident that occurred in octagon with poking the eye. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have that, guys. But it's the fighter that make the decision, because if the fighter don't say anything, what they're gonna call in a doctor. And it was not. I don't know if the doctor called it, but Tom is saying that he can't see. And for a person in a dog fight or in the octagon, and they say, man, I can't see. Or you're going to ask, you sure? You're going to take their word for it. So this was a way out for Tom Aspinall during that fight? I can't answer that question. Only Tom Aspinall can answer that question. But all I know is this. Ciryl Gane was getting the best of Tom Aspinall, and he was getting piecing up, guys. How long would he able to take these type of jabs in the face like that? Hard jabs, guys. And kicks. How long Tom Aspinall would have actually took those jabs? Because guess what? It was just the first round. And look. We have one commentator, it's just a nosebleed. It's not just a nosebleed. It's a nosebleed that someone is punching in your face. So what that's telling you? That's telling you Tom Aspinall need to work on his defense. Imagine John Jones in there with him. Imagine John Jones with Tom Aspinall. I believe John Jones would have pieced this man up. People, and hear this now. Oh my God. People, listen, let's keep it real. People in the chat, let's keep it real. John Jones is 6'5". John Jones have the longest wins it's like 84. Francis is like 81 or 82. John Jones is 83 or 84. Tom Aspinall don't even come close. And if Ciryl Gane could jab you like that from the outside and kicking, imagine what John Jones would do, because I am showing you those forearms would have been busting his head, because Tom Aspinall is stationary. He's hittable. His head up in the air high, very hittable. He doesn't move well. Speed and explosion, yes. But when it comes down to fighting, he does not move well. He's going to have some problem with someone who is a very elite striker. Like Ciryl Gane, who is a very high striker than Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall just kick you that one punch knockout, you go to sleep. Anyone could do that if you have that power. But what I'm saying, what if that don't work like last night? I believe Tom Aspinall need to prove to himself that he's a champion. Dana White is not happy with this. And if he booked that fight immediately, I believe Tom Aspinall still is going to be the same result. He's going to get pieced up again, because when you don't have a defensive skill and you're going to develop a defensive skill, you're 31 years old, well, your father say you are a black belt jiu-jitsu. I don't care. I don't see none of all what they're talking about. Or what they saying, yeah. But what I'm saying is this. It seemed to me, or it appeared to me, Tom Aspinall have some problem with someone want to hit him back. Pavlovich, Sergio Pavlovich want to exchange blow. You don't. Ciryl Gane forced Tom Aspinall to fight his fight. What does that tell you? Experiment and smart. Ciryl Gane is a very intelligent fighter. I have to give him his props. I have to give this man his prop. And the reason why I'm giving Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane his prop, he made the proper adjustment and he corrected him and he came back with the proper adjustment and showed that he did adjust to the wrestling and he improved defensive takedown, his skill, his boxing. He was sharp, he was ready to go, and he brought it to Tom Aspinall. And I believe Tom Aspinall didn't want no part of Ciryl Gane last night. I believe he quit. I believe Ciryl Gane quit, people. I believe he quit. I believe he quit. Not Ciryl Gane, Tom Aspinall. I believe he quit. I sure believe he quit.
What the time frame was, design, the old pride look, and say is, I know the UFC probably feels like, hey, we went to another kind of meet, but what I can say is, I know the UFC probably feels like, hey, we went to another kind of contribute to a decline in knockouts, but there is evidence they contribute to a substantial decline in the amount of eye pokes. I don't feel personally like this is a big ask. And of course you might say there's a right way and a wrong way to try that out. Absolutely. Absolutely. You might just try it on Contender Series first. You might buy this. And the real fault here, again, even if I make this and say we're just kind of done with Gane, we don't know what to do with it. Now my feeling is they probably won't do that. My feeling is, I mean, I haven't heard what Dana has to say. We'll all have to hear what Dana has to say. But my feeling is they might want to run this back. They might want to just close this chapter out. I don't know. But the fault of tonight, in large part, not exclusively, but in large part, falls on Ciryl Gane. He just donks it up so routinely. It just becomes a problem in a variety of different ways. And in this particular context, raking the eyeballs of the champion who he was trying to take the belt from in a bout where he was performing quite well. I'm not saying it's unforgivable, but if the UFC didn't go to him again, if they just skipped his turn and had Tom fight, I don't know, whoever might be next for them, or, Volkov or something. I thought Gane looked really good in this fight up until he fucked it all up. But I thought before that, his jab was looking great.
Yeah.
He had that great elbow on Tom as Tom overextended. Some of the things that we had pointed out about, this is another problem, right? Like the big questions about Tom, we were hoping to get an answer about them. Still didn't really get definitive answers. We're kind of still in this holding pattern. Not great, certainly.
I don't know.
He was looking for the takedown.
I don't know what answer we're looking for. The answers there. I don't know why all of these commentators are so biased talking about what they're looking for in Tom. You're looking for something probably is not even there. Because if this was John Jones, it would have been done. Tom Aspinall is done. He is done. Away from the eye poke, Tom Aspinall was getting his ass kicked. He needs to live with that and think about what happened to this fight. And I think it's a wake-up call to him and say, wait a minute here, this guy is no joke. I can't walk over this guy so easily. And he took the easy way out. I believe he quit. I believe he should have never went up over to his corner and say he can't see. And they asked him, he can't see, so it's done. It's not even a doctor, he's saying it. Let the doctor do his job. You are not a doctor, you are a fighter. I don't want to sound cold, but you are a fighter. Let the doctor come in, examine your eye, do his job. But you said, I cannot see. That automatically, you say you quit. You can't see, I'm done. You quit. If you can't see, you quit. You quit, you're done. Didn't prove anything to me. He's not a champion. He needs to go beat someone for the belt. The belt was given to him, so that'll make him a champion, guys. Thank you, Joe. Make sure you press like, share, guys. Thank you, everyone, for coming on this afternoon, this evening, tonight, wherever you are, or in the morning. It's 11:07, guys. I've been on for a while. I did 2 lives this morning, guys. Thank you for joining. Make sure you press like, share, subscribe. I'm out, guys. All right. And listen, I believe John Jones coming back. I believe if Tom Aspinall running it back with Ciryl Gane, I think Ciryl Gane will win. I think Ciryl Gane will beat him. Because if Ciryl Gane did that to you, bloody you up, not even out the first round, that mean he's fast. Man, people saying Tom Aspinall is fast. People, Ciryl Gane is fast. Because that jab was fast. His kicks, people, Tom Aspinall didn't have no answer. So, a picture like this, say 1,000 words. This guy here, the younger guy, the other guy, the older guy with the gray beard, look at their faces. Look at the guy in the back. Look at Tom Aspinall's faces. Look at their faces, guy. They knew Tom Aspinall was in trouble. They knew it. The look on their face, they were worried, guys. They're worried right now. They're worried. So listen, we got to go back to the drawing board. We need to do some tweeting. We need to do some things because look at that jab. Look at that jab, guys. That's a knuckle in the eye. That's part of the game. Knuckles, you can punch somebody with the knuckles. That's it. Every time Tom Aspinall told me coming in, Ciryl Gane, listen, you're not coming in here. You got to pay. And he paid, guys. He paid because Ciryl Gane pieced him up very nice. And very big disappointing, man. Disappointed. UFC321. Kane went over it. It's done. I believe Ciryl Gane won that fight. I will give it to Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane would have won that fight. And all the Tom Aspinall fans, they know that Tom Aspinall had some issue last night. He had some problems. He had problems. Guys, Ciryl Gane came and he looked good, guys. He looked like he was in the best shape of his life. People, he was chiseled. Tom Aspinall was soft. But I hope they're the right running back. If they run it back, I'm still going for Ciryl Gane. And I made a video on my platform. I said second round knockout Ciryl Gane. It was close, guys. I believe Tom Aspinall didn't want no part of it. Thank you, Joe. Make sure you press like, share, subscribe. Until next time. All right, guys.